Hi, welcome to City Country 6 Podcast. This is where you get to hear inside conversations between city and country about life, kids, womanhood, culture, black southern things. Eavesdrop in on our phone conversations to laugh, cry, amen, disagree, and agree with your bi-weekly dose of what did I just listen to? Let's listen in on this week's most recent phone call of differences.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi there.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
How are you doing? I haven't talked to you in ages.
I know. I haven't talked to you since last year.
Oh, the corniness. The corniness.
I haven't spoken to you since last year.
The corniness. Here we go, guys. I have no topic today. So just
What?
I said I have no topic today, so just go for it. Wing it. Have fun. Ah, shoot. Turn that down.
See? I don't do well without a plan.
I understand that. I understand that. So what? Okay.
I feel naked.
Well, at this time of year and the way the weather's going, excuse me, I believe you probably are naked. So that's not.
I'm upset. I'm so upset. Somebody turned my winter off.
And I'm happy because I was miserable for that one whole.
I forgot to pay my winter bill, and they turned it off. I got disconnected.
See, gotta be ahead, gotta be quicker.
I'm gonna pay my winter bill and get them to turn my winter back on. Oh my gosh, 7 degrees. Let me just tell you,
7
bliss.
It felt like 1.
Okay, I'll take it. I mean, not to say it wasn't like when it was windy, it felt like glass shards on my face. Yes, it did. And I'm not saying I like single digits per se, but I think I could live around 30 or so. Yeah.
Anything below 55 is unnecessary.
It was wonderful. Like, I don't know where I need to go. Like, I don't want to move to Chicago in the winter because that's too cold. Like, dangerous cold. So not to say I could not tolerate the temperatures, but you stay outside for longer than a certain period of time, then you can risk losing fingertips and toes. Okay, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be in the dangerous cold, but I want to be in the cold where I can feel it, where I can be comfortable when I go to sleep at night. Oh my gosh, it was so cold.
Can I tell you how many blankets are on my bed right now?
No, let me tell you something. It felt so good to be able to turn the heat off and just go to sleep.
You have 2 other people in the house. How could you just not?
Oh, they have a space heater. They close the door and turn on a space heater.
Oh my gosh.
So they can stay
fire.
warm.
So the rest of the house would be
It's not risking fire.
Arctic tundra.
Okay, I didn't say there's no open flame. It's kerosene.
It's still a space heater. Like,
as long as you have the space around it so that nothing, no loose clothing. It's not around any curtains. We follow all of the safety guidelines. It's wonderful.
Gosh, that is ridiculous.
They're warm, and think about it. We're saving the earth
with a kerosene heater.
But we're not running an HVAC unit at night. We're actually saving electricity.
With a kerosene, with dead dinosaur oil.
Hey.
We're saving
we have carbon monoxide monitors.
Oh my gosh.
Which, by the way, one night we had the fireplace going and we fell asleep. And so there was nobody obviously stoking the fire. And it was such a deep sleep that the fire had gotten cold and the when once the fireplace gets too cool, the air starts kind of blowing back into the house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, all the smoke came into the house.
Ooh.
And the smoke detectors went off.
Mm.
Yeah.
Gotta be quick, gotta be better than
Can't be going to sleep like that.
that. Mm-mm. Got to do
But
better
I mean,
than
and then it was like 3 in the morning.
that. Oh,
Yeah.
that's horrible.
That's what I'm saying. We had fallen asleep, which you should be asleep at 3 in the morning. But
I mean,
yeah,
great. Glad
the
you were
smoke was
asleep,
just
but
blowing back in the house. That's
that's
never happened before, by the way.
it must have been some really gusty winds.
Yeah, it was very windy that night. So anyhow, I missed the winter because I don't know what we have right now.
We have
Hot and muggy.
yeah, we have the horrors of summer
We
with a
have breath. I call this breath.
it really yeah, that's a good word.
It's
That's a
just
good
like
word. It's just
somebody's mouth is just open and they're
yeah,
mouth breathing.
yeah, because we just have all the humidity and that's it for no reason at all. Like
Right.
there's no
In
reason for
in
all this humidity.
January. January.
But I mean it's not typical. It's not typical to have a tornado
Or
around
two.
this time or two. Yeah, around this time. It's
It's
not
not,
normal.
but
So
why?
what is it? The CFO was saying he's like he ain't never met no one that stayed in our state that has like we have neighboring states that should have something similar to the same weather and they don't. We're
It's
the
just
only
like we were all, yeah, they just put it all right here. Just
right
here you go.
right here. And
You want it, you got it.
it's like wow. The neighboring states have no, and they should. They really should have the exact same weather, but
They just gave it all to us.
mm-hmm.
You
They
take
said
it.
here you have it all. So yeah, we have tornadoes in December. We have tornadoes in January. March is horrible. March and April are the worst.
Yeah,
but
I'm not even gonna complain.
yes,
When you think about it, yeah, let's not.
no, at least there's like 1 or 2 months where we just don't have anything.
'Cause I think the worst one that I can remember, one of the worst happened, I think, in December.
One of the two worst ones, yeah,
Yeah, it happened in
because
December, and
one
the
of them
other one
happened in
happened.
April
Mm-hmm.
and it tore
Yeah,
through the entire state.
craziness.
Yeah, child. But anyways, on to let's see. We haven't talked to him since last year. And the last thing we talked about was shopping, um, seasonal shopping, Christmas shopping. So I do have a question about. Oh, and we do need to recap on the fact that we did not do anything for our fall bucket
Zero.
list.
Well, we did one or two things. You
We
did
did.
your reef.
Yeah, I
You
did my
no, what do you
reef.
call it? Your reef.
My reef. I did my reef.
Reef.
I didn't get the photos done. And
So
you
you still didn't get a chance to do it.
well, I mean,
Oh,
after you
fooey.
catch COVID, you just tend to not want to do
Be
anything. So
photographed. Take a picture of what?
and then I was one of those people. Okay, so my story is probably like a lot of people's story. You know, I didn't not a lot, but some where you don't catch it. When you finally catch it, you have it forever. And I just like had it for like
You gotta
two
make
and
up
a
for lost time, right?
I know, right? Like I went through the whole 2 years, didn't catch it, and then here I am. I caught it, and I had it for like 2.5 weeks. The CEO, of
Sweet.
course, little petri dish that she is, brought it in. She was better, I think, 3 or 4 days after we found out everybody had it. As far as like not better, but she was negative, because she showed no symptoms. And then the pastor, all he had was a runny nose, and I think he had he and I were running neck and neck with who was going to be negative first. Um, but I'm pretty sure he was negative first, second, then the CFO, and then I was stringing along for like 3 days after the CFO, even though CFO was showing symptoms way after I did. It's just, I'm the one that hung on to it and just could not get that negative test to save my life. So finally did. And by then, I think I had like 2 days to get the pictures done. So I was like, yeah, I ain't not gonna do it. Just
So
not.
wait a minute. So why did you only have 2 days left?
Because winter started on the 21st. Your fall bucket list, you want to get done before winter started? And winter literally hit the very next week. I was not going out there taking pictures the next week.
Okay,
Ain't
well you can
nobody.
take them now and have spring photos.
That is true, but that defeats the purpose of the fall bucket list. But
Oh,
I did knock one thing off your list though. I read a
which
book.
one? Oh, well, awesome. Because I'm still looking at my book.
Look, not even reading it, just looking at
I
it.
know, just looking at least I look. I did half of the that item. I found the book.
Which I felt like should have been marked off. And I think I probably did mark it off on the thing, but hey, it
Found it.
doesn't matter. You found it. That was the most important thing because that was the first problem
Mm,
you have.
yeah, I can't read anything you can't find. There you go.
And did you hang out with friends?
Uh,
I think that was one of them that didn't mark off. And then your water, not your water,
I
workout.
okay. So this is weird. The answer is no, but yes. So no, not in the fall. But I actually hung out with friends yesterday. We went out to lunch,
That doesn't count, but I'm glad you hung out
caught
with
up,
friends.
had a great time. It does count. I did it. And with the weather being in the high 50s, low 60s, it's fall weather. I'm gonna take it. It's fall esque. And so I hung out with friends yesterday. And then what was the other thing I was supposed to do? What did you just
Workout, I
say?
think that was one of
Okay, no, I didn't do that in the fall either, but I actually worked out yesterday too.
them. You
That's what I'm
just
saying. Hey, a day late and a dollar short, but I did it.
a whole 2.5 weeks at a dollar short. But you know what? I'm proud of you
It
for
don't
even
matter though.
doing it.
I did it.
I'm very proud of you for doing it. I
Thank
really
you.
am.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm bowing, taking my bow.
Oh my gosh. I think that was it. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now because I was trying to figure out what it was to hang out. No, I did mark off the finish the book because you at least found it. Like that was
Okay, there you go. It counts then.
it counted because you at least found it. But we did not complete our fall bucket list before winter
Mm-mm.
started. But we
We
tried. It was
we
fun.
suck. We suck.
It's, it was fun to try. I mean, I did try. I was trying hard. And
Hashtag life be life,
okay. And that's just how
and
that is.
that is why I didn't complete my bucket.
But okay, so did that. Okay, the next thing we need to recap on is did you buy anything that you got for Christmas? I want to know.
Did I buy anything
Did you buy
that I
anything that
got?
someone gifted you for Christmas?
Huh, wait a minute, let me think. Before they gave it to me is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, because of your rule, which I
Yeah.
still that makes no sense.
Well,
But
I'll
okay.
let you know. The CFO, he doesn't agree with me either. But guess what?
Thank you. And that's why that's my cousin. Let's see here. Did I buy anything? I'm trying to think about it. I don't even remember what I got for Christmas. Let me see. No, no, no. I didn't. I didn't. But I don't buy things. I don't buy a lot anyway. So it's pretty easy for me. But no, I didn't. I didn't.
Mm, okay. Well, at least now I
Let's
know that
thinking.
if I see that welcome mat on sale anytime soon, I can still get that for you. I forgot all about it. I had it in my shopping cart and I forgot all about it. I can't remember what website I was on and I meant to buy it and I forgot. I said, well, she'll get it one day.
Welcome. Welcome ish.
Ish.
Welcome
It was
ish.
welcome ish. It's on my
Yeah.
I gotta find out which shopping cart it's in again because I can't remember. what it
That's a
said.
shame. Yeah, you like to shop online
I
and then
know,
just close it
and
out. That's
you say,
just a waste of time. You can just lay down and scratch your butt for the time being before you sit there and do that.
now
But
why?
hey,
What's
if
wrong
you
with
want to
scratching your
dream,
butt? That's another whole thing. Like, what, you got a
oh
problem with
my,
people scratching their butts?
yes, I have a problem with you scratching your butt, but okay, that's another conversation for another day. But just so
Hold on.
you know,
No, no, no.
this is a quote from my mom that she always told us growing up, and I have just stuck to it. And I didn't realize how weird it was until one day I told it to my husband. He's like, "What?" And I never questioned it. But one day something was itching, like in a weird place. Like let's just say like the back of his neck or
Mm-hmm.
the bend of his arm or something like that. It was just weird. Like, oh, I don't know why this is itching. And I was like, if it itches, you need to wash it. And he was like, what? I was like, my mom always told me if something itches, you need to wash it.
It can just be dry skin. It could just
Nope.
be
It
eczema.
needs
It
to,
could
it's dirty. Just wash it. And
so
like literally to this day, if my child says, "Mommy, such," let's go take a bath. Like I'm so serious. Wash it,
like it could
wash it.
literally just be dry skin and you're making it drier by washing it.
What I'm saying, okay, no, now, like if your face itches or something, you know what I mean. I get it if you have just like a really quick itch, but like that something is itching and you're just incessantly scratching it. That's weird to me. Let's go wash it,
What?
and especially your butt. If your butt itches, wash it.
Wait a minute though.
Wash it, wash it. If
Wait
you
a
have
minute though.
eczema, go get you some Aveeno or whatever else you need. Moisturize it after you've washed it. But no, you're not
I
just gonna be scratching and scratching and scratching in that same spot, scratching and scratching. Wash it. That's nasty.
but I
Just
mean
wash it.
but
It's
I
dirty.
mean it might not be. It might just
I
be
know. I know. It just looks
an ant
nasty.
bite,
So
and
it's
you're like, go wash it. Go
that's
wash an ant
different.
bite.
There is a cause for the itch. I get that one. Or a mosquito bite. That makes sense why it itches. But I'm gonna still watch that too. I've gotten in the bath after I've been bitten by mosquitoes
I mean,
before.
that's therapeutic. It's almost like a
Because to be honest, too,
psychosomatic thing.
like, yeah, and then if you've gotten bitten by mosquitoes, you've probably been outside and you need a bath anyway. Because now
That
you're sweaty and smell like outside.
that's true. But I just like if you
Wash it.
scratching your butt, it's a part of your body. Like, what's the difference between scratching your butt or
Mm-mm,
scratching your boob? Like, you just need to
just
scratch. You need to
wash it.
scratch.
No.
So, like, I
Folds of skin carry scents
I'm not I
and
didn't say scratch
moisture.
in your crack. I meant scratching like your booty cheek, like just the outer.
Okay, so let's just say you have I call it a tingle itch. Like your hand can itch or
Mhm.
like I said, like your cheek. If it's just that one, like if it's a tingle itch where if you just scratched it one time, like just a quick little swipe, it goes away, that's fine. But if you're like scratching and scratching and scratching and scratching
Like you digging for
on
treasure.
your booty cheek, you need to go wash it.
Okay, so okay, so I'm just trying to.
This is so weird. This is so interesting.
It is crazy. The first time I really, really talked to you and I'm talking about butt scratching.
Butt scratching. Wash it.
Because I'm like, if you itching in your crack, you need to go wash your butt. Like, you need to go
And your
wash.
hands too. Please don't forget those.
You need to do all of that.
Because they're
But,
contaminated at this point.
but like, if it's just like, I mean, it's the same as like, the side of your boobie itching. Like, you just scratch it and you move on. But you like,
But
mm-mm.
that's what I'm
You
saying.
making
If it's
welts pop up. You need to go wash that.
Yeah, again, if it's just like a one quick swipe scratch,
Oh
that's
my
fine. But if
gosh.
you're just, just digging and just scratching, scratching, it's just,
Well,
no,
bless my
go wash
children's
the
heart.
boob.
They have eczema, so they'll do that sometimes. And so I don't make them go bathe. I just put on some cream.
Mm-mm. We don't put that on after we take this good bath, though.
That doesn't help them. That makes it worse.
Oh, I got some medicine for that, I know.
I
Oatmeal
that's
baths or something. Put some cinnamon, some raisins or something in the tub with them and give them a good
What?
oatmeal
Make a
bath.
whole oatmeal meal.
Yes. Oh, let me
Just-
tell you. So speaking of baths, I hate baths.
yeah, I think you've
Like I
that.
hate baths, and I used to have really bad knee problems, and so I would have to soak in
Mm-hmm.
Epsom salt. And when I say I hate baths because they're so hot, I'm just sitting in hot water,
Mm-hmm.
and I would feel like punishment. And so I would ask my husband, would be like, you need to get in the Epsom salt bath like you're supposed to, make your knees feel better. I would literally say, how long do I have to stay? And he'll be like 13 minutes. I'm like, put the timer on. Let's go. It'll be like
Why?
these random numbers like 20, 23 and a half minutes. Put the timer on. Let's go.
It's not like
And
he's
then you
making
would
you
have
sit
to
in an ice
bring,
bath. Just say some warm water.
no, it's just hot. And then he would have to bring a fan
Mm-mm.
and put it like blowing on me while I'm sitting in the tub because it was just hot. It's so one day I was just complaining, just making it worse. I was just being grumpy. This water's so hot. This makes me sick. I just, you know what? I feel like a bowl of soup. I'm just sitting in some soup. You just trying to turn me into some soup. And I was just complaining, complaining. And he just left. He just walked out the room. And a few minutes later, he shows up with carrots and celery and throws them in the water. You feel like some soup? Now you're soup.
He was fed up with you. The shock on your face
I was like,
of
I never.
wasting good food.
I didn't care about that. I was just like, really? You really just toss some carrots. Did you wash these first?
Oh my, okay, that's your biggest one. Did you wash them before you threw them in
Did
here?
you wash these first?
Oh my gosh, that is
But yeah,
sad.
he had like some baby carrots and some celery.
Mm, mm, mm.
So yeah, no baths for me. So I'm not trying to make my pastor and the CEO itch more, but
They
they
do
scratching.
showers. They've done baths the last 2 weeks because they've been out of school, but they're back on their shower tip because it's quicker. School starts, need you, get in, get out so that we can move on. And that helps with the eczema flares, which they haven't had one in a good while. So
Awesome sauce.
yeah, well, between humidifiers and lotion, hey, you know these black kids have to lotion up even more so than a normal black kid.
Oh my gosh.
They have to really grease
Oh,
themselves down because it's like, look, you have one or two problems. You can either have an itchy problem, an itchy bleeding problem, or you can be comfortable. Which one you want? So, but
okay, I'll be
anyways,
comfortable for 300.
exactly.
Oh gosh.
I did not buy anything. Well, I did buy, but that was because it was already cleared. Um, stuff on my Christmas list. But that stuff was already approved to be bought because it was either they were going to be out of stock or they weren't going to have the item by the time you know some CFO was going to order it, or he wouldn't get the discount that I was going to get. So, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
So I did buy those things. Um, yeah, that's it
So
for the
there
shopping part.
there are exceptions to the rules.
Yes, there are exceptions because there's something else that he wanted to buy for himself that he didn't tell me until he ordered it. He's like, I didn't know I really wanted it. And that's how we got actually on the topic because he was listening to one of the episodes and he said, I broke the rule. I said, hold on, wait a minute. You told me I could break the rule because you couldn't buy the stuff. So you told me to go ahead and buy it so I could get the discount and get what I wanted. That's what you told me to do. And I said, I also told you that you could go ahead and buy your audible thing so that you can listen to your books. That's one less thing I have to purchase because like however Audible is set up, you have like points or something that you can or credits, I'm sorry, that you can use. This is not an ad, by the way. This is just him explaining it to me and I'm explaining it. Um And I was like, well, look, me just buying you a gift card or whatever for Audible only gives you so many credits. Why not just buy the credits that you want that you're going to need to finish up whatever you're going to finish? And so I don't have to worry about it. And you already have a membership. So instead of me going out doing this, just get what you want. So that's what it was like, it kind of, not going to say tit for tat, but equaled out, not really money wise, but in what you could get. But it has to be discussed ahead of time. You can't just be going out there willy nilly buying stuff.
Oh my gosh. So then what do you say to a person if you were gonna buy that? Like, hey, I want to buy myself this thing. No, don't do that. I was gonna buy you that for Christmas.
That's exactly what I say.
But then it's not a surprise.
Yeah, who cares?
What's the point?
Who cares? We're
But
adults
I'm saying,
anyways.
what's
It's
the
not for
point?
us.
Okay, so then can we just say we're not exchanging gifts?
That's fine too, but that doesn't work well in my household because this is that was the CFO's time of year. Like that's when I release. Like I only give him certain amounts. Like the kids only get 4 gifts. Period. Like this year that was the number. Because if I don't give him a limit, it will be everything he sees that's on sale. I want to get. I want to get. I want to get. Um, but I like reduce the limit on, or no, I expand the limit. The wrong choice of word. I expand the limit on like his mom, his aunt, people like that because they're adults. There's only so much you can get them anyway. But but for like the kids, I have to like reduce him down. For the godchildren, got to reduce him down because if not, he likes to gift people stuff. And I for my
Okay, so why are we limiting the kids?
because they have enough crap in this house. They don't need it. You've
Mm,
already said that my house looks like a daycare center. Why
it
would I
do.
want to add more stuff to it?
Yeah, last time I was over there, I was like, how many kids she?
Exactly. So why would I add more stuff? So I
Well, I
have
figured you've purged since then. I hadn't seen her in a while.
I've purged some stuff, but there's still
Like as they grow, you give stuff away.
some stuff, yes, has been given away or they're setting up waiting on a yard sale. Either way, they're getting out slowly, but like, because we had COVID, I wasn't able to purge before Christmas this year. So some stuff is just here and it's just stuck
Mm.
until I get to it when they go to school and they don't know it's gone. Um, so yeah, there's that. Um, but yeah, we had gotten on that beef and then he called me a sticker queen.
Oh, what? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I clutched my pearls. I said, how dare you?
And now I'm with him on that one.
I don't like you either. And then my neighbor agreed, and I was like, really?
We're over here doing arts and crafts in a planner.
And I
I'm doing
enjoy
good to do
it.
the stuff that's in the planner. Like, I don't have time
I
to
love
have fun with the planning session.
I love it. It's so much fun to sit here and doodle and just draw. Like CEO was doing it today. She sat down next to me because I was actually journaling about how I felt or whatever because I'm trying to like do something every day just to
Hmm.
reflect. And she sat down because she got some. I told her they should give me. We did that like what is it? The not stickers. I forgot what you call it, like point system. Like you have to give me so many points if you want something, you want me to buy something, but you have to earn them by doing chores and stuff. So instead of money, you earn points or whatever, or tickets. That's what we use, tickets. Um, and I asked her if she wanted because she wanted stickers like I did, and I'm like, well, that's fine. And of course, they had to be unicorns, but you'd have to give me something in order for me to get them. And she said she wanted to journal like me. She wants to write and draw, and she likes to doodle. So I was like, sure. So she was doing that today, and I was just like, see, she's like, I feel a lot better after I did. I said, I'm glad. See, some people do have fun with stickers and journaling and doodling. It makes them feel better.
For our listeners out there,
Oh gosh.
the CEO is under the age of 10. And it is nothing wrong with her mother doing the stickers. But I just wanted to put context to your claim of, see, there are some people, yeah, they're kids who have
Adults.
time. They don't have any worries. We ain't got no time to be spending good money on stickers.
Well, that's why you ask for them for Christmas and you get them.
You might as well just buy them yourself.
I could have done that too, but that take away the surprise.
It's
I
not
need
a
to,
surprise. You just told them, buy me these stickers.
I did. I put a list of them up on Amazon. That's my
So
wish
that's not a
list.
surprise.
It is. I didn't know which kind I was going to get. I put a whole bunch of them
Oh.
on there. I need to send you a picture of my laptop.
But you knew that you were getting stickers.
No, I did not. I did not know I was getting stickers. I knew
So you
what
just
I
make a
had
wish
purchased.
list.
Yeah, I make a wish list on Amazon and then whatever people can just pick what they want off of there for birthday and Christmas. Or if they just want to be nice, they have access to my wish list, Amazon wish list. The CFO has one, CEO and pastor has one.
Yeah, I do one for my kiddo. And
Yep.
I make my own wish list for myself.
Mm. Yeah,
But
I
I
have.
share the deacons um his list link quite often because if people ask, I can just share it. But
Mm-hmm.
for myself, it's more so if I see a book I want, but it's not time yet for me to buy it because I have some other books I'm already reading.
Like the one you
I'll just
just
go
found.
on and drop it on my list, or if I see something I want, drop it on my list. But I'm not sharing my list with
Oh
somebody
yeah.
else.
We share our list. That's one thing that keeps the CFO and I, like if there's something we want to get each other and we see it, and we don't have to order it from Amazon per se, but oh, I see that you want a drone. I don't understand it, but okay. Well, you want a drone, fine. Let's do that. Get you a drone.
So are gifts your love language?
No, no, no. Quality time's mine and acts of
Oh,
service.
okay. Because I was thinking like that's what it is. Like it's not my love language, so I could care less if you buy me something.
Oh
I've
yeah,
never
no.
been that person. Like I don't care. I buy myself.
It's the CFO's love language to do it, but not to receive gifts. For me, it's okay for me to give a gift, but I don't have to buy a gift in order to give it to you. To me, gifting could just be me doing an act of service, and that's my gift to that person, you know. But for him to be able to give is how he feels like he's showing love. So that's another reason why I have a wish list. Is so that if he ever gets, oh, I want to get her something, well, if I put random stuff on my, wish list that I am interested in or I'm willing to try, like lettering. I like to letter. So I put a whole bunch of calligraphy pens on there and stuff like that and papers and so I can sit there and doodle and draw and learn how to write different ways. I'm crafty like that.
Interesting.
So you
Hey,
wouldn't
nothing wrong with
understand
that.
because you're not crafty.
Well, hey, I'll have you know, you'll be so proud of me. I did a little crafting over the break.
I'm curious.
Hmm Trying to think, how can I share the photo with you? Well, well, you have a habit of posting stuff after I send it, so I'm not going to send you this one because it has names on it, so I can't
Oh, I don't post things that have names.
share it. Okay, so
Yeah,
let's
I don't
see.
I don't post things that have names or stuff on it.
I wrapped presents for my colleagues,
Mm-hmm.
um, and I actually tried to be a little intentional about how I wrapped them because typically I'll just, wrap them in some paper, slap a bow on it, you're done.
Mm-hmm.
But I took my time and I actually went to the arts and crafts store, picked out some coordinating, what do they call them on Peppa Pig?
I don't watch Peppa Pig.
Bibbits and bobbits. And I
Mm.
kind of mixed them and matched them together. I did my best. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not the most crafty person, but I want to show you a picture really quickly of what I did so I can get a little feedback. And I mailed each of their gifts to their homes.
Aw. I haven't seen it yet.
Yup.
I was just saying, oh, the fact that you mailed it.
Thank you, thank you. I tried. Let's see. That's some of them.
Mm-mm-mm. For
But
future
yeah,
reference, if you tell me not to post, I will not post it.
You was
Oh
making
yeah.
fun of. Oh, I sent you something. You made fun of it. I don't know if it was my food or something. I was like, oh, that's so mean. I didn't care. I
Oh
was just like,
well, that yeah. I'm making fun of your food just like you make fun of mine. I'm doing that.
that's that's so mean.
That is actually very thoughtful.
Thank you. But I
That's
tried.
very thought, and it looks well intentioned. So yeah, no, I will
Thank
not be
you.
posting this. Sorry guys, but for a reference, it is a gift, and there's bows, and like it looks like kind of like color coordinated in a sense of the ribbons and stuff with
I
a little
tried.
ornament on it. That's all it is, and it's very simple yet intentional.
Thank you. And actually, I don't know if you can tell, but there's like 3 layers, like different ribbons
Yes, I see. That's what I'm saying. It's like color
on each. I
coordinated.
really tried. It took me almost
Yeah,
an hour to
it's
something that simple to figure it out, but I just wanted them to know how special they were to me.
yeah,
So
because I'm
I,
like, this is very,
yeah, it took a
very
while.
thought out, like very intentional. So like you have a checkered ribbon, like a burlap ribbon, a solid colored ribbon of that matches the checkered, one of the colors in the checkered, and then some kind of like tie twine type thing that has a little design on it, little beads or something on it, and then of course the little snowflake.
I was trying, and then my kiddos' teachers, I buy gifts for the teachers, but you have to buy the same thing so nobody feels slighted. And this is really gonna get you. So I'm gonna send a photo of this one.
Okay.
And I broke out the cricket on this one.
Oh, I don't even have one of those. See, look, you're fancy. I don't even have one of those.
Well, you just never know when you need a good cricket moment.
I don't see it. I got a portable photo printer that I wanted. And that's about as
That's
interesting as it's gonna get. Oh
it
wow.
helps. It really does help. It's like so easy to use and it saves me so much time cutting stuff out and all that. So there you
Oh,
go. And I did
that's
one for each of the teachers and I put their names on the reindeer.
mm. So I don't know how she did this because I don't know how Cricut works 100%. I know it cuts out stuff.
Yeah, you just put the paper in there to cut out whatever you want to cut out.
Um, but the way this paper is like I don't know. It's weird. So is the
It's the
check.
buffalo checker stuff.
Oh, okay. So it's like stuck on there. It's not cut out of the brown paper.
No, 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 no. It's just the paper. And then I
Okay.
glued it on.
Okay, okay. Because that's what I'm like. The way it looks is like it's wrapped over. Like that's how good it looks. Like it looks like it's a fabric
I see
underneath
what
it.
you're saying. No, no, no. It's just a piece of paper and I cut it out and then I just glued it down. I had my glue stick.
Oh,
See, I had hot glue for the ribbon and
oh,
then I had glue stick.
you,
And then the tape for the wrapping paper. I
oh,
was really going
oh,
all in.
you was doing it.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Look, you do better than me because I'll tell you right now, I'm the laziest person when it comes down to Christmas and wrapping gifts. I hate it. That's the number one
No,
thing.
like wrapping makes it more special.
If I could put it all in a bag, it'll all go in a bag. Seriously.
No.
Yes. The only reason I wrap is for the kids' stuff.
Now you see
That's
how
it.
different we are. I could care less about a lot of stuff. I could care less about the gift, but the wrapping paper and the
The stuff that's
presentation is more
going in the
important.
trash you care about, but the stuff that's
And it's so important because it shows how much you care.
well,
You may not have a lot of money to spend on a gift, but what you have is time to a certain extent, and
I was about to say
you can
you
make
don't have that.
you can make it look nice. So like
Well,
growing up, my aunt didn't have a lot of money. And so she would use the comic strips as her wrapping paper.
mm,
But
yeah.
she would wrap it and put a bow on it and it looks so pretty.
Hmm.
So yeah, it doesn't take a lot to still make someone feel special.
No, no, of course not. It's like the teacher this year, like I don't do a lot for Christmas or Valentine's and stuff. I'll do a big thing at the end of the year because that's when I feel like you really need to know that you're you've done what you've done and all that you can, and I appreciate it because I don't know, it just feels more heartfelt at the end of the year, especially when you've been with the teacher through all the ups and downs and this and that and the third. You do this for them. But the little tokens throughout the year, I'm very small. And I am that mom that will buy the gift you really don't want. Like I heard through the grapevine that don't give a teacher another cup. They do not want any more cups. They have plenty of cups. That's not what they want. I said, well, you're not going to like me because if I see a cup and it says, you know, Valentine's greatest teacher or whatever, I'm going to get it and I'm going to put your favorite whatever in it. And then I'm going to decorate it and I'm going to give it to you. And you're going to have it. Now, you can use it as a decor. You can use it as a pencil holder. I don't care. But it's what's inside the cup that matters. It's not, the cup is just for a holder. Or if it's like, already a gift bag thing set up, I'm sorry, you're going to get that because, on top of doing this for the kids throughout the, having to get something for the kids and get something for you, it's like, yeah, but at the end of the year, I could focus just on the teacher. So I get more crafty at the end of the year. Now, yes, I'm going to live in Dollar Tree the entire time I'm making this gift. But it's the fact that how much effort I put into it. Like the teacher she had last year, it was a basket, and I think her favorite color was green, and she loved a particular animal. And she had now teachers on their like school website, or they'll send home a sheet or whatever at the beginning of the year, let you know what the teacher went to school and who they support, what their favorite food is, all this kind of stuff. So if you did want to get them something, you could. And that's what I do. I go through that list of things that they like and I just random stuff, packet full of just random stuff, and it's this big old basket full of just like a care package in a sense, because it's like or like a vacation package. Go have fun, do whatever, because you've done really hard and you've tried your best. That's when I put in the most oomph in my like gift giving. But when I got to do for a whole bunch of people, you're happy you got a bag or at least a ribbon that I've had for 3 years that I'm like, I'm gonna hold on to this ribbon because I'm gonna need it for something. And I had that this year. I had to use a ribbon that I'd had on for like 3 or 4 years.
Okay. Put it in the trash.
Hmm?
Put it in the trash.
Put what in the trash? The ribbon or the cup?
Was it just a piece of ribbon or was it like a whole roll of ribbon?
Oh, it was just a piece of ribbon. Like it came off of a bag.
Oh my gosh.
See, that's the kind of see, like, okay, my mom, Mother Country,
Oh, Mother
is
Country.
is a trash crafty. Like all of the
Oh,
bouquets,
what?
trash crafty. And she will not admit it, but everybody else around her will. So for like my bouquet for my wedding, I made I made it with, fake flowers or whatever, but I made that bouquet. Um, and I think I made no. She made the throwaway bouquet, and she made all the bouquets and boutonnieres for the wedding party. You want to know what she made them out of?
Trash.
Trash.
What?
She made them out of newspaper and
Hold
painted
on.
them. Yep. I can't
Okay, maybe I
remember
misunderstood. She made boutonnieres for whose wedding?
mine.
And what else?
And bouquets for the bridesmaids out of newspaper. You could not tell.
So she was doing origami?
Pretty much something like that, but it wasn't origami. Like she had to cut them out and then she had to roll them to make them shape into like roses.
Please send me a photo.
Ah, shoot. I'd have to find. They're not on my phone. I'd have to find it.
I have got to see this.
But you could not tell that's what they were unless you looked really, really, really close. Because of course, human error, you miss some spots. But yeah, I actually think no, the boutonniere would probably be in the attic. But yeah, yep.
And you still have the boutonniere.
Yeah, we do. We still have the boutonniere. It's in the
Okay.
box with the keepsakes of the other wedding stuff, which is in the attic somewhere. But yeah, my mom is. We said and then she reuses and repurposes so much stuff that one time she was like, she realized that stores like, excuse me, Kirkland's and TJ Maxx and stuff like that, they were like throwing out stuff that was on clearance that were still good. And you know those people that go dumpster diving?
Oh no.
Yeah, we had to stop her. We had to stop her.
Not mother country.
I said, it's not that bad. It's not that bad that you gotta go dumpster diving.
It's not.
Cause she said, well, it's like perfectly good stuff. I said, yes, but it's
We're
not
not
worth
saying
it.
it's not, but yeah, that's not.
It's not worth the
Let's talk to them before they toss it out and you just go back to the stock room.
well, that's the thing. You don't know when they're gonna toss it.
Well, that's
So
when you have a relationship with the manager.
I know, right? Hey, look, give it to me for a penny, okay? And you don't have to
Right.
worry about
And,
you know
and,
what
and
I'm
I'll
saying?
save you from going out to throw it out.
Okay. Kid, yeah, she and I was like, no, you don't go stealing out of people's trash, even though it makes no sense on why it's considered theft if you're digging in the trash, but just don't do it.
But I think
But
by
yeah.
virtue of the fact that it's trash, at that point you've given up your rights to ownership.
Exactly. But you know, I mean, companies literally put lock and key on their dumpsters, and I don't understand why. It's like if you throw it in the trash, it's no longer you don't want it, so give it to somebody else. But anyways, but yeah, but after my wedding, my mom was trying to save some stuff. I told my aunt, I said, throw it all away. She literally took newspapers to make this stuff. The purpose of that is to throw it away so no one has to be like, oh, this is a nice velvety felt whatever keepsake. No, just throw it in the trash. Like it was a very minimalistic wedding. Throw it away. So
Yeah,
yeah, we have to
she
throw
said
stuff
no.
away slowly. You have to sneak
Oh,
and throw stuff away. She already knows this because she has like a box that's for like in the country before there was trash pickup. You know, you had compost or whatever, and the papers that you had to separate your food from the stuff that was burnable, and you would burn, the papers and stuff, then you would, compost the rest, which would either be sneak it and take it to another dumpster or feed it to animals, whichever. Um, so she has this box and she still has this box where all of the papers that need to be shredded per se, they go in this box. And when it gets full, it gets taken and you dump it and you burn it. That is a country thing. Keep your identity safe. If it's burned, can't
okay.
nobody get the information off of it.
Got that right.
So makes perfect sense. Well, this one time I asked dad, I said, can we just throw this whole box? Like, why does she need this? Because this box was like to my waist. It was a tall box.
Oh, wow.
You can get like a small box. No, it's just this tall box. And my dad was like, just throw it away, just burn it. And she's like, don't you burn my box. I'm like, it's trash. Why are we fighting over trash?
Oh, my gosh.
She ended up keeping the box. She fought really hard to get the box. So
This
yeah.
is interesting.
Yeah. But I mean, it's part of being frugal. I mean, I don't fault her for it. I just find it hilarious that, my dad, he's like, it's trash. She's like, I can use
Yeah,
it.
I'm with that.
But yeah. But anyways, okay, I guess we could do New Year's resolutions and close out if you have any.
New Year's resolution.
And we're not keeping track of these, not for an entire year because I'm not.
Okay, so I got a question before we get to the New Year's resolutions.
Mm-hmm.
Vision boards. Are you a vision boarder?
Okay, if I can't have stickers and it's for kids, why would I put newspaper and magazine clippings on a board?
So when I say vision board, I use the term loosely because
Okay.
now vision boards aren't, they can be that.
Mm-hmm.
They can be that.
Okay.
But then some people do digital.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because there's digital
Um,
planners too who do digital
hmm
stickers and stuff.
and some people do, instead of a vision board per se, they do like a vision planner. So when I
Okay.
say vision board, I'm just kind of loosely using the term.
As in goals that you're trying to accomplish for the year. They're not
Hmm.
necessarily resolutions. They're just
Right.
okay.
So I was
Um,
asking about that before we talked about the resolutions, because mine is more of a vision board kind of thing per se. And I usually have a vision board party every year,
hmm
but I haven't done it since COVID.
so why can't
But
you
I
do a
think
virtual one?
so last year I did do one,
Hmm
and it was cool. It actually morphed into the people who came to the vision board party. It actually morphed into an accountability group because we wanted to hold each other accountable
Okay.
for working toward um the vision board goals. So yeah, I did do that, but I just like it in person. It's kind of fun.
Oh, oh okay.
And it's interesting to see, as an adult, you have friends from different parts of your life.
hmm
And for me, none of my friends, my husband always says, none of my friends match. Like they're all so uniquely different. So
hmm
it's kind of fun just to get people together to see, hey, who meshes who, together. And
hmm
it's always fun to see that.
Hmm. Interesting. I
And
would
for
say
different people
invite
from different
minded.
parts of life to see your personality, you're kind of different with different people.
Right.
So for them to see different parts of you is also fun too.
Hmm. Okay. I don't have a
Yeah.
vision board. I've never done vision board. I do, I guess in a way, I guess it could be considered vision board because I have something not like places, but it's more of like mental, personal
Okay.
goals per se. Not something I couldn't share, but just saying they're more personal in the sense of not like I know some people use it like, oh, I want to go on this trip or I want to make it to this goal in life. I want to have this amount of money by this time, whatever. Mine's not tangible, I guess I should say. If you want to put mine on a vision board, mine's not very tangible in that aspect.
Okay.
So, is that different from some of your other friends? I'm just wondering.
Okay, I guess I have questions, but I guess that could be a whole nother episode. So
No, ask it. I want to know what that is. I want to know what the question is so I can be prepared.
no, I'm just trying to figure it out because like I'm very inquisitive. So if you have a vision or goals, let's go there. If you have goals,
hmm
but they're not tangible, what are the goals?
So, it's more of like your own personal like goals. So, it's not necessarily, ooh, I want to lose weight or ooh, I want to, be able to buy this dress. It's more of growth as far as like my personal boundaries, for an example, or my worth. Um a lot of more mental exercises, I guess you would say, so that I stay on track. Cause like for me, I don't know if a lot of people did this, but for me, at the end of the year or at the end of the month, or even at the end of the day, I'll go through and be like, okay, how did they go? How are things? How do I feel? You know, and at the end of the year, that's what I did. I'm like, okay, this is the end of the year. What am I feeling? You know, what am I going for? And like I went through and I was like, oh, there was a lot of negative stuff. Like a lot of people stuck on, man, this year better bring, positive. It's like, it's only gonna give you what you get out of it,
Right.
and so for me, it's not the stuff, it's not the places, it's not the things. It's more of me and my growth and what I do mentally. So that's what I mean by it's not tangible. It's not, you can't touch it. You can't use
Measure
like
it per
you can't
se.
measure it. Like no one else can see what I'm doing. It's all for me. So my vision for myself, or my goals for myself, is not something anybody on the outside looking in could say, unless they knew me personally. They could say, "Oh, I see a change in you," or "I see this," or "I see that." So
Okay.
that's what I mean by that.
Oh, man, you
But
make me feel shallow.
no, everybody's on their
Well,
own journey. So if you are like, because you already are at a place where I'm not going to say, oh, when I grow up, I want to be like you, but I want to have more stability in who I am as a person. And you, as one of my friends that has that, I look to you for that. So to see that, oh, I have my goals and no one's going to move me from that, I'm like, yep, I can learn something from this one friend on this. While, let's say, my other friend across the street, I'm not going to say she's where I was, but I want to say, in a sense, it's like a midlife crisis in a sense. Not because, oh, she's spiraling. No, it's like, okay, she's kind of got to start over. She's got to, get her feet back up underneath her. She knows what she wants, but she's got to, set those boundaries up again and, get strong within herself. And I can learn or remember or be humble by looking at her and going, yep, I remember having that. I remember doing that, so mm, for me, it's not like you being shallow. No, you're in a different spot. Like you've already got your who you are and your boundaries. Now you can go to the next step and be like, I'm going to Disney this year because I'm taking my kiddo with me. While me, I'm like, man, screw Disney. Was that one of them?
I, no, I didn't even put it on my vision board because I
Why did
ain't
you put Disney on your vision
for
board?
what? Because I ain't going. I'm not going, and I really want to go.
Why? How are you not going I thought this was the year.
Well, we're trying to move, so
Oh, well, I'm sorry. It's either Disney
Mickey
or a house in this market. Which one
Mickey
you
has
want?
exactly, and Mickey already has somewhere to live, so unless he's gonna let us move in with him.
You gonna move him?
Hey, slide over, mouse. Slide on over. You have plenty of rooms, I'm
Oh my
sure.
gosh. Well, that's a good vision board idea is to move.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
nice. That's a
I
nice.
didn't put that on my vision board either. That's a secret
Wow.
goal. Like, hey, with this housing market, you might get yourself depressed if that was on the vision board because you ain't making no progress toward that one.
Nah, you gotta have cash money.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
you've like it's sad, and I know we're
A
going
lot
off
of it.
tangent, but
A lot of it.
but it's sad
Cash.
that you gotta have like 50K in cash to even be looking to
Yeah,
to go
like
over the asking price.
this is ridiculous.
Like this is not, oh, I have 50 in like I can refinance where I'm in now and get 50. No, 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 no.
Mm-mm.
You gotta have that 50 cash money up front.
Yeah, on top of it, yeah. I know one of my coworkers, I was talking to her today, and they're trying to move to another state.
Mm,
But where she is now, her house is like in a tourist destination, very nice neighborhood.
mm-hmm,
She could probably sell her house in 24 hours
mm,
and she can make a pretty penny off of it.
yeah.
Where she's going, the houses are at least $200,000 more
Ooh.
in a place that's really secluded. Like nobody's really going there, but they're moving for her husband's job.
Excuse me. Mm-hmm.
And the houses are old. The
Mm.
houses need to be renovated. So she's gonna have to spend more for a house that's not even as good as what she has now.
That makes no sense.
And that's what she said. She was like, so you know what? We're either gonna have to rent or find somewhere and buy a trailer.
Yeah.
And she said, I never thought I'd say that. And even then, she's already priced the trailer. The trailer is 275.
And that's sad. You want to know why? Because trailers are literally let me say that right. Manufactured homes are the price of buying a brick and mortar from the ground up home.
What?
Yes. Like they used to be Oh, you
Like a
would
way
just,
to save money.
yeah, you just, as long as you got land and you got water of any source of kind, it's nothing. Like that's all you got to pay. Like, no. I remember when we were looking and they were already in the 100K, and that was 8, 9 years ago. Now they're up there in the 200s. Mobile homes. Because they're built like they literally are built like they look like houses. They literally look like houses. Once they set them up, you don't even know what it is. You have no idea if
I'm
it's a
thinking
mobile home
about
or
the
not.
safety factor though.
Oh no, there's just as safe as anything else. Seriously.
Tornadoes.
Yeah, there's literally seen it happen real time.
Oh, okay.
Brick it
That's
brick
one
a
thing I'm worried about.
brick home demolished, mobile home still sitting in there right next door to each other. I mean, and the brick home is demolished all the way down to the chimney, and the mobile home is still standing.
Well, tornadoes, they bounce around. That's the scary part
No,
about
this is
them.
that one in April that was a mile wide.
Oh, so
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah,
got you.
yeah. And
Interesting.
I've seen the houses where um yeah, and I'm talking about they're right next door to each other. Like they share a back and a front yard. They shared a back, like they could
Wow.
walk, and it wasn't no out of breath walking. Like this was not even a city block. It was not even half of a city block, And the brick home was completely torn off its foundation, and the mobile home is
Wow.
still standing. Um, so that's what I'm saying. It's just a matter of the structure. And then I've seen where the mobile home is completely torn apart, but that center room is completely fine. And I've
Oh my God.
seen where and this is in that same tornado, same residential area where the home that is a brick home, even the center, like, and it could have been also because it had a basement, it caved in on itself, but the center room of that house that should have been standing, gone.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter whether it's a mobile home or, a brick house. If it's going to get torn up, it's going to get torn up. So, granted, yeah, you would rather be in a more structured home that's in the ground and it doesn't collapse on you. But at the same time, they don't care. They gonna tear up what they gonna tear up. Like I said,
Yeah,
I
that's
done seen it
true.
both ways, and it's like, so it really don't matter where you at. You just better make sure you right with God or the maker of
I
your
know that's
choice.
right.
Make sure your choice. Make sure you right with that
The
one. Okay.
maker of your choice.
Look, I just saying. But
But yeah, I guess to get back to what you were talking about,
mm-hmm,
I'm not putting a house on my wish. I mean on
mm-hmm.
my I was almost call it a bucket list. No, my
We ain't going back to that
it's not a bucket list, Lord. It's a
vision
vision
board.
board.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not putting a house on there at all because
Because
I mean that's what I want, but it doesn't mean
that's what's gonna happen.
it's not gonna it may not happen this year, but we can, work toward that, of
Mm-hmm.
course. But yeah, I'm not gonna depress myself. I'm only putting things on there I know I can control. And the housing market is not one of them.
Okay.
Even the feds can't control it.
Oh, man. No one
So
has any control over anything.
I'm
Just
not even gonna try.
so what is one of your vision board items? I hate that Disney's not on there. I really do. If the house ain't on there, Disney at least could be on there. As in a hopeful. Some relative just says, "Hey, we're gonna go. Come with."
No, that's not gonna happen because nobody likes Disney but me and my entire family.
Aww.
And I mean, I would love to continue to go, but
Mm-hmm.
I've been on so many Disney vacations that if I never went again, I have so many amazing memories, but it's
Mm-hmm.
more so I want my child to experience it
Mm-hmm.
because it's so magical.
Mm.
But then I know my husband's gonna walk around grumpy the entire time. He's the person like the dad on Everybody Hates Chris. You know how much that costs? You know how much that costs? And then we'll be standing in line. We paid $200 for a ticket just to stand in line. I could have done this in Walmart. Like you're complaining the entire time.
That is true though. You spent $200 at Walmart standing in line.
I mean, like he's gonna tell you, we paid all this money to walk around and stand in lines.
That is so true.
And then he'll really go in because I want to stand in lines for the animals to sign my book. So you want a giant teddy bear to sign your book. You know that it's a human in there, right?
Better yet, he could have said, I could put some bear ears on and sign your book for you.
Oh my gosh. It's just like you just taking all the fun.
I mean, I'm sorry, but again, like you said with Christmas, it's for the children anyway. So
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's for anyone who wants to go and enjoy the magic.
Oh,
and that's how Christmas is. As long as you have Christmas spirit from 1 to 100, it doesn't matter. If you have Christmas spirit,
the ones that are over 100, they can't.
Okay, you can be 111 then. After 100, I don't think you care anyway. You're just happy to be here.
Or you ready to go? One of the two.
Either way, you don't need no Christmas spirit.
Oh my gosh. I gotta tell you.
That was horrible.
That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. That was awful. But real quick, because I thought of something about the Christmas thing. So me and the CEO, the CEO and I, grammatically correct, we actually got into a pretty heated argument about one of their Christmas gifts. Well, she believes in Santa Claus, even though one year she told the entire virtual class that there was no Santa Claus. Yeah, that was
very... You have the kid. Every class has the kid, and so your kid is the kid.
Yeah, and it was bad. I had, of course, and then she felt like dirt because she had to apologize because I said there are some adults out there that believe in Santa Claus, and you will not be that kid. So she had to apologize to everyone, and tell them that she was sorry. But then ever since then, she's claimed that Santa Claus is real. So, we told her, okay, great, Santa's real. Why didn't he come bring you any gifts? Why did not one gift under that tree have Santa's name on it? She's like, because we didn't have an elf. I was like, dang nabbit, these schools are teaching these kids.
You didn't have an elf.
Didn't have an elf on the shelf, so the elf couldn't go tell Santa Claus
that she was being good.
I said, well, you must have been naughty anyway. She said, we didn't have an elf for him to tell me. And I said, that's not true because Santa at school told me I was on a good list. I said, Santa ain't talking to me. So, but anyways, we had gotten into that little discussion. And then how did I come across it? Oh, I was explaining to the pastor that his bike transformed. Now, you do, as a parent, you tell the kids something to encourage them to try something new. His old bike went to the neighbor that has a child that would be in the stage of learning to ride a bike without them having to buy one. I'm like, hey, even though it's used and 2 kids have used it, and the last one has tried to put it in a grave, at least you have something until you can get what you want. And, his transformed into a bigger boy bike, and it was the same color and everything. It's red, white. So you got those radio rider bikes that transform from like a stroller to where they can pedal and all. Yeah, so that's what he had. And this new bike he has is like a Hot Wheel bike, and it's red, black, and white. And I'm like, oh, it transformed into this cool bike so that you can learn how to bike. The bike only transforms when you're ready for it. Yeah, so to make him try to pedal because he just won't pedal to save his life. He just won't do it. And then it's got this like little engine thing on it, so you can turn the handlebar piece and it'll make this revving noise. And the CEO looks at me and she says, "Why are you lying?" I said, "Shut up! If Santa's real, so can a bike transform."
She had a point.
Anyways, and then she said, well, mine didn't transform. I said, yeah, it did, even though hers wasn't the same color. I said, it transformed. And I looked at her like, just shut up, okay? Trying to get your brother to ride this bike. And she's like, well, why are you lying? Why are you lying? So after the pastor went to take a
Oh
nap because
my
he got
God.
mad because he fell off of his bike and um he was upset about it. And I was like, go take a nap because you fall off of anything and it doesn't bother you. Well, we got to this hissy about, if Santa's real, a bike can transform and blah, blah, blah. We're bickering back and forth for about 10 minutes until finally, because then at that point, it was no longer, oh, mama lied. It was, oh, this is fun. Let me keep picking at this child. And, driving her crazy over her analogy. And then she finally realizes, because this is the one box we did not get rid of, was the bike box. She finally, because she was hiding behind the car, she saw the box, but she didn't put two and two together. And she came out to try to scare me or something. And she said, she finally, it dawned on her. She's like, wait a minute. And she stomps right over to the box. And she's like, it's right here. And I bust out laughing. And I was like, okay, so your box came from the store. Then what about the pastor's box? I mean, where's his box? He's supposed to, she's like, I don't know. She had to think about it. Now, this box is smaller, so it's in the box that her bike came out of. But she didn't realize it. She's like, it didn't transform. I'm telling you, it didn't transform. And I said, well, until you find the box, it's gonna transform. And she's like, you gave that bike away. I said, you can't prove it. Just like supposedly you can't prove that Santa's real. And then she finally finds the book. She's like, it's in my box. You lied. You're a liar. And I was just like, oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
She just flashed, you lied. You're a liar. And I was like, wow.
These are fighting words.
I know. I was laughing so hard because she was just like, she couldn't believe it. She said, you know how I feel about lying? I said, well, the same way I feel about you lying to me. So now we're even, huh?
Oh my gosh.
It was all fun. I said, no, I'm going to tell him the truth. I said, but for right now, to get him encouraged, his bike transformed. That's all he needs to know. Because he's not going to remember the other bike anyways, because it's all put together. He's not going to remember what it looks like. But yeah, don't lie to your kids. Even if it's for fun.
Okay, that's the moral of the story.
Don't lie to your kids even
Let
if
your vision board can be a board, a Pinterest board, a tangible board with pieces of paper and glue. It could be a vision list. It can be a vision planner. It can be whatever you want it to be. And bikes can transform if they want to.
Yeah.
And we can, do whatever we want to do. We just don't lie to your kids about any of it.
But technically, bikes do transform. Once you take the training wheels off, they transform.
Okay, good point.
Or I could put my bike trailer on the back of mine. Now it's no longer just a bicycle; it's a hauler. Hauls kids and their toys. Turn into an 18-wheeler in the shape of a bike.
It's transforming anyway.
It's transforming anyway. I was like, bikes do transform. What are you talking about?
That's a good point.
They just don't transform from one bike to
another. Oh gosh, that's funny.
But yeah,
good stuff.
I had a good time. But anyways, yeah, I'll have a topic next time. But I just didn't.
This was a good catch-up session.
Yeah, it's been a while since we talked. We needed to catch up with all the crazies. Yeah.
And I'm sure I have even more crazies to share if I think hard enough.
I mean, I can't think of anything to save my life right now, but I know the pastor has said about 5 different things just these past 2 weeks alone that I'm like, why can't I think of anything that he said? Because I know.
Oh my gosh.
He's done it. I get it. But I do know one thing. The moral of the day story for me is don't lie to your kids.
Please don't, because you will be called out.
And pay your winter bill. Pay your winter bill.
Oh my gosh. Can somebody please loan me some money so I can get my winter turn back on?
I do actually want it to get a little cold because I finally... Oh! When did you take your Christmas tree down? It's still up. Never mind. Why am I even asking?
No, it's no. No, I cannot. I think the 29th.
Oh, so 3 days after me.
No.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about a date for you. You took yours down Christmas Christmas night.
I did not.
Santa
There's
came down the chimney and took the tree back with him in the sleigh. I have never seen somebody unwrap gifts and start taking the tree down while the kids are unwrapping their presents.
no, I did not.
Y'all get these presents and let me get back to taking this stuff down.
I did not. If I could,
I
I
already
would.
got your Valentine's Day stuff out.
No, I don't. Actually, I hate the fact that Valentine's is in the stores already. That's stupid.
That was weird to see Valentine's Day candy next to
Christmas
the
candy.
Christmas stuff. Yeah, like
Yeah. No, thank
y'all have gotten
you.
a little too commercial.
Yeah. So it's almost like, why do you even celebrate the holiday anymore?
Just make one big. Let's just have a day called holiday.
Celebrate whatever you
Pick
want.
pick what you want. Yeah, it can be all of them.
Just
Christmas, Easter, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Father. Just pick a holiday that you want to celebrate.
mm-hmm.
Because all the stuff in the store at the same time anyway.
It really seriously is. It's like at this point thing, because I remember when I worked retail, I mean, at least we didn't see, like, there might have been some Valentine stuff coming in around December, but it wasn't like pallets of it until closer to the, top of January. And then you didn't put it out until 2 weeks before February. You
Yeah,
gave it
a
you
little bit
gave it
too
time to move
commercial.
stuff around, and get the New Year's resolution stuff in first before you started putting chocolate on top of chocolate. Like,
Right. Like we putting out the doggone treadmills next to the chocolate.
yeah, it's like, wait a minute, hold up,
Water
yoga,
bottles next to the champagne.
uh-huh, yoga mats next to the. No, I ain't gonna say that. Um,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The chocolate covered marshmallows is what
there
she
you
was trying
go.
to say.
We'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
It's rated PG. Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
what you?
This is a family podcast.
No, it's not.
It really isn't.
Even false advertise. Have us get sued because Texas Pete wasn't made in Texas.
It's not.
It's not. No, it's made in like North Carolina. So we
Was
false
Pete
advertise.
from Texas? Wait a minute. Was Pete from Texas and he relocated? Wait a minute. Was his name even Pete? I'm upset. Let's Google that.
Oh my gosh, this man got mad because he said he looked at the back of the bottle. It said North Carolina. I think it was South or North Carolina. It's on the East Coast. It's not South. He said it's
Oh
ain't even from
my
Texas.
gosh.
So yeah, no false advertisement here. This is not a family podcast. Do not let your children
Okay, I'm
listen.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Have us getting sued. They said it was a family podcast. They're talking about yoga mats and
And chocolate
couches.
covered marshmallows. And Prince.
Gender fluid
This is,
stuff.
this, this is crazy. Okay, so Texas Pete was just a name, like a brand name.
Yeah, that's
And
just a brand.
someone actually suggested they use Mexican Joe.
Oh, are you looking it up?
I really did. They said you
Oh,
can use Mexican Joe to, like to convey how spicy it is. But thank God they didn't call it Mexican
I
Joe. They just
mean,
called
they
it
they be
Texas
doing like
Pete.
Ancient Mama is right now. Now it's what, Pearl Millings.
Yeah, that's not Pearl Milling Company.
Yeah, I'm like, no one even asked y'all to do that. Like,
Let's not. Oh, wait a minute.
hmm?
They did go. Wait a minute. Did they go with the Mexican Joe?
Oh, did they decide to change the name?
Oh no, 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 no. It was a suggestion. They just stuck with Texas Pete. This is
No,
interesting. Okay, so that was a random fact. Sorry, I just had
yeah,
to check it out.
no, that was just my example of false
False
advertisement. Now,
advertising. Yeah, I
now
went on. I had a
Texas.
squirrel moment.
Hey, at least
Sorry.
there's proof that I am not this only squirrel in this podcast.
Nope, I have my moments too.
Exactly.
But yeah, this was a great chat. I enjoyed it. You made
Oh
me
yeah.
have some good laughs tonight.
I'm so glad. Now, hopefully, all those laughs got your lungs exercised and you can go to sleep at a decent hour. Well, there was hope at one point.
I'm gonna put that on my vision board.
No, you need to get a neon sign. That's what you.
Oh my gosh.
Because this is ridiculous. It makes us, which I can't say anything because I've sold my trash for the past 2 weeks. But that's just because I've been on winter break, just like the kids. So why not? Why can't I sleep crazy too?
You can. You earned it. Do your thing.
Exactly. But now I'm gonna pay it back because gotta start all over again tomorrow. Bless it.
Ooh, yay.
Yeah, but y'all been back, right?
My kiddo went back to school Monday.
Yeah, because he's in the other part of the program of the school, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So, and he only got 1 week out for Christmas break. He only got the week of Christmas, like that Monday through Friday.
That's sad.
Hey, tomato. I was okay with it.
Well, I mean, for you, yeah, because it's like, hey, I get some work done.
Yeah, but then I was sick, so I didn't really get anything done. But I feel like it was sad for the parents who, you typically travel around the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how they did that, but anyway.
I mean, well,
Back into the swing of things. I went back to work today. So
oh yeah, that would
wah.
more power to you. CFO went back to work today as well. So yeah, he was like, "Why do I have to do this?" I'm like, "So we can live."
I was saying, let's just live off of beans and rice.
No.
So we don't have to go to work so much.
No, you want to live in the 1800s? You go right ahead. I like eating bacon. Not chitlins, but bacon. Like, I don't want to eat what's left over. I don't want to eat giblet gravy. I want just regular brown gravy.
Wow.
Beans and rice, like, no.
Interesting. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave that alone. It was great chatting with you.
It was. I'll text you later just because now
I'll be at working.
Of course you will. Why not? Why wouldn't you be? But anyways, it was great. Pansy. We did the moral of the story, right? Yeah, we did.
We did. So I guess I'll say bye.
Bye.
Hey, did you enjoy that podcast? So did we. Check us out for our most recent updates on IG at City Country Chicks Podcast.